MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's on to Game 5 of the National League Championship Series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Atlanta Braves. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, they're down 3-1, so it's do or die time now. That's not a good place to be, obviously, but we do see some teams play their best when their backs are up against the ropes. The key is to just take it one game at a time and not worry about how many more wins you need.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2022 Atlanta Braves.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, here's a look at the Brewers starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. And guys, can we focus on something real quick? There's 3 of them out there. 3 gold gloves on the defensive side of the ball.
Leading off tonight from Milwaukee, second baseman, number 18.
Here's the first pitch to him. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. A fastball right over the outside corner. He subtracts there beautifully as this pitch is swung on and missed for the game's first out.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup.
I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, Dero. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're a pitcher right now, try to elevate in that top part of that strike zone.
Robinette is there, 2 gone.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 16, Domingo Santana.
With the bat in his hand so far.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. This is skied into short left center. Anaya moving in, and that ends the inning. So a fairly painless top of the first, and now the Braves will get their initial shot here. No score. And time now to take a look at how these Braves are lined up in this one. Mark, how do they go about winning a National League pennant here at home?
Matty, this is going to be a fun lineup for me to watch. I get fired up watching these guys because they all have a plan. It works for them. They follow the scouting reports. They grind it out in the video room. I'm interested to see what they've come up with.
Austin Bryce gets the call in Game 5 of the series.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at one of the most dynamic infielders in our sport, and that's Orlando Arcia, playing up the middle.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Line drive to left. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
That one had extra bases written all over it. Great sliding catch, and he also kept the runners right where they were at.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. And with 2 away, here's a look at our updated playoff brackets. And the question on everyone's mind is, will we be able to punch our first ticket to the World Series after tonight's ball game? Here it comes, the 3-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
The 3-1. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Braves strand 1. We are still scoreless. Digging in now, number 56. First trip to the plate for him in the ball game.
Number 56.
First pitch of the at-bat. A changeup over the inside corner. Newcomb is kind of an interesting guy when you dig into his starting pitching tendencies. As starters go, he does a nice job of limiting base hits, but what's proven to give him trouble at times is the walk. He tends to issue a lot of free passes, more than you'd like to see.
That's an interesting note, Matty V. And I think one of the things that he doesn't give himself enough credit for, when he falls behind in the count, 2-1, 3-1, he's the kind of guy that's just not going to lay one in there and let you whack it. He'd rather start with a fresh count to a new.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Anaya has it in his tracks, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting 6th, center fielder number 24.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. He'll work on keeping this top of the 2nd. Here it is, the 3-0. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Bonifacio is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Gone in order are the Brewers. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So digging in now, Bradford, Robinette, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Bradford, Robinette.
He's set, and the pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. To his right, Moses. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Austin Alvey.
Seared down the first baseline. And that's through for a hit. He'll get it into second. And he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Ripped toward the gap in right. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play. So much of this game is situated with the 3-1 pitch. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks in bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Stepping into the box, Sean Newcomb, and he may instead be asked to bunt. We'll see how they approach the situation with 1 away. From the stretch. And the pitcher will indeed try and move his runners as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Now batting, left fielder, Ronald.
Striding in once again, Ronald Anaya. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up. Bryce has got it, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More on tap from game 5. Into the box, Derek Dietrich. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order. Hard hit toward the hole. That's a hit, the first of the game for Milwaukee.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. He did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
Stepping in, Christian Bethencourt. He'll get to take his first cuts here. In the dirt here. And that's going to wipe away the possibility of a double play as the runner moves into second. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's 1st and 3rd now with nobody out.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Stepping in now, Austin Bryce.
He swings, and it's a line drive to left center.
And he won't get it as that's down for a base hit. And the run will come in to score from third as that'll knock things up at 1 apiece.
Hey, Dero, they're making this guy pay. That's 3. Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Here now the 2-2. Looped out toward third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
Now batting, shortstop.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Into the box, Domingo Santana. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Brewers forced to settle for 1. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, all tied at 1-1. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson, the first to bat here in the inning. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Check swing in the dirt, but he went around. Bethencourt's got it, but the throw is late, and he's aboard after the strikeout. So not the start to the inning he was looking for as he got the strikeout, but the runner reaches anyway. Into the box, Freddie Freeman. He drew a walk his first time up. The 1-1 home. Hit out towards second. And Freeman's aboard. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
1 ball, no strikes to count.
Here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone, and with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
In now, Bradford Robinette as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And the tag will be too late as they take the lead now at 2-1. And a disastrous time to uncork a wild pitch as the go-ahead run scores from third. The 1-2. And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw to first ends the inning. Coming to the plate now, Derek Dietrich. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Derek Beaton.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Standing in now, Christian Bethancourt. Fouled away. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with 1 out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Now batting, Austin Bryce. Here's the first pitch to him. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. 1 there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Braves 2 and the Brewers 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here now the 2-2. Hot shot down the line. And past Moustakas down the line. It's a fair ball. But it's a wide throw to second, and they can't get the out.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well.
Into the box now, Ronald Anaya. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. No hits to this point. Lofted in the air out toward right center.
Broxton's on the move.
And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dansby Swanson. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
And this was set up perfectly for him to start the double play. He's in ideal position. And then I think he got a little bit ahead of himself. You know that old saying, be quick but don't hurry? Well, I think that was demonstrated right here.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike 1. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat.
Got himself ahead in the count now.
To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series, and it's suddenly a 5-1 ball game.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason. So he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Jared Eichhoff, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Jared Eichhoff.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Bradford Robinette.
He was. My hat's off to him.
The 1-0 to third. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. More coming up from Game 5 after this. Line drive to center field. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in the show get absolutely hammered.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. A changeup over the inside corner. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
When in doubt, take a step off the mound, grab the rosin bag, and take a deep breath. After a leadoff single, now you almost drilled the guy with the next pitch. You have to find a way to rely on your mechanics.
2-2 count. Here it comes. And this one's in the dirt. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
That was definitely a 2-strike curveball there. The catcher turns his glove over and tries to make himself big to block it, but with no luck. The ball skips away, and it's scored a wild pitch.
We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Standing in, Domingo Santana. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A ball and a strike. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The 1-1 home. Line toward the alley in left center. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's now a 5-2 game.
That's why they call it a game of the...
Into the box, number 56, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Now a chopper to first, might only get one. And the underhanded throw gets him for the out.
The third baseman, number 8, Mike.
Third baseman Mike Moustakas now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Here's a high pop-up. Brantley over to his left. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration. Popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 2 hits lead to a run here for Milwaukee. Sixth, seventh, and eighth place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Braves lead this one 5-2. Now at the plate, Ozzie Albies. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
Second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Too high, and it's 3-0.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
Bounce down the third baseline. Oh, and no time to get him at first, not with his speed, and that'll go down as an infield single.
Hey, I can only take you inside the mind of the batter right here. Had a lot of swinging bunts in my day. Soon as that ball hits the dirt in front of you, you are getting it down the first baseline. When you smell a knock, I don't care what it looks like, you are getting it down the line.
At the plate, Jorge Bonifacio. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. He's running. Offered and missed. Here's the throw. Perfect throw, and they got him at second.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there, and it's a tall task to throw him out stealing a bag, but he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that one.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
3-2 pitch. Scorched to third. Fielded by Moustakas. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Rob.
Now at the plate, Rob Brantley. He went down on strikes last time up. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Mark Valdez will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first. In on the hands of it with the fastball. It's 1-0. Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Atlanta, and it remains 5-2. Back here at SunTrust Park, it's on to the 7th now in game number 5. But before the inning gets underway, let's fill you in on what's happened with our game summary. Justin Grimm is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 53, Justin Grimm.
Digging in, Derek Dietrich. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Hit in the air to left. Anaya has a read on it, makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Christian Bethencourt.
Ready for another shot now, Christian Bethencourt. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Way out in front. Grimm, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was a 5th-round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And he lays off, ball 4. So he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Now batting, second baseman.
So stepping in, Ken Moses. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
Breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Oh, look at the sliding stop. It's in time. Milwaukee leaves 1, and the deficit remains 5-2. David Hernandez gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
David Hernandez.
Stepping in for the Braves, Ronald Anaya. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Fielder, Ronald Anaya.
The pitch. Rounded down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Hit out towards second. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
The batter number 7, shortstop, Dansby.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Line toward the alley in left center. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one.
The first baseman, number 5,
Freddie Freeman will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a foul tip held on to here at strike 1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Another try at 2-2. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
3-2 pitch. Count still full, 3-2. Swanson stands at first with one out. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
Now batting, third baseman, Travis.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. Career numbers with David Hernandez. He's only 1 for 10. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
In there, and it's 0-2 now.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch.
Just got a piece up the line. That veers foul, so they'll do it again on 3-2.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Corey Guerin takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Now pitching for the Brewers, number 26, Corey Guerin.
Bradford Robinette will be his first assignment here, as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. 3-0 now. The 3-0 pitch is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heater.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Stepping into the box, Ozzie Albies. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
That one's in there on the black. 2-1. The 2-1 home. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. 1 run is scored. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head. I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. On the ground to the left side. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
The batter, catcher,
Digging in to try it again, Rob Brantley. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. He's set and the pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
You can tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. Braves strand 1, but no matter, they lead it 8-2. A.J. Minter comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
A.J. Minter.
Stepping in, Keon Broxton. And obviously they'll need a 9th inning rally here if this series is going to make it to a Game 6. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Now batting, the first baseman, Derek Dietrich.
Digging in once again, Derek Dietrich. He's got a hit in 3. That's lifted the other way out to left. Anaya is there, and there are 2 men gone now. Ready for another chance, Christian Bethencourt. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Minter, a left-hander who goes an even 6 feet. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Popped him up. Escobar moving to his left, and the Braves have done it. They're your National League champions.
Well, they've taken care of business all season long, and tonight was no exception. They've proven to be the best team in the National League. Now it's time to see if they can become the best in the entire game. Celebrate tonight, and the World Series is next. Congrats to the NL champs.
And guys, time to recognize the man who really stood out this afternoon, and there he is. Freddie Freeman. Can't ask for much more. He's our top player of the game.
Multi-hit game, and one of them was a dinger. That hitter, and it had an impact on the outcome of this game. What else can you say?
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our excellent crew, this is Matt Vasgersian saying so long. You've been watching the National League Championship Series.